Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into a report from Service Properties Trust, and let me tell you, it's not just about hotels and travel centres, it's about how they're playing a high-stakes game of real estate and whether they're winning or losing. Think of it as trying to run a marathon, but someone keeps moving the finish line. Service Properties Trust, or SVC as they're known on the stock market, just released a look at some recent happenings. This isn't their big quarterly financial report, so we're getting a peek at specific events and how they're trying to manage their business. So before we get started, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss these filings with other investors. First up, the report is dated June 2nd, 2025. This tells us when the information was compiled and released. Think of it like the expiration date on a carton of milk, except instead of milk, it's financial data. This report is called a Form 8K. In simple terms, it's a report companies file with the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, to announce major events that could be important to investors. It's like a company shouting from the rooftops, hey, pay attention to this. Now let's get to the main event. Under Regulation After Disclosure, SVC tells us they've posted a new investor presentation on their website. This is where companies try to paint the prettiest picture possible for potential investors. It's like putting on your best outfit for a first date. Attached to this report is the investor presentation itself. This presentation is likely filled with information they want investors to focus on: company strategy, potential growth areas, and how they plan to make money. While the presentation is not included here, what is important is that the company felt this needed to be shared immediately with investors. Usually companies do this when they feel the need to calm investors or signal something. This suggests that the presentation might contain information that the company wants to highlight quickly, potentially to address market concerns or to showcase positive developments. Finally, the report is signed by Brian E. Donnelly, the Chief Financial Officer and Treasurer of Service Properties Trust. This signature is like a seal of approval saying that the information in the report is accurate to the best of their knowledge. Now let's step back and try to see the big picture here. Service Properties Trust is in the business of owning hotels and travel centres. That means their success depends on people travelling and spending money on lodging and food. So a global pandemic, economic slowdowns, or even just high gas prices can impact their bottom line. This particular 8K filing doesn't give us hard numbers, but it does signal that SVC is actively trying to manage its image and communicate with investors. The investor presentation they've released is likely a key part of that effort. Now, for a more general analysis of the company as a whole, we need to look at some outside information and try to put everything in simple terms. Assessing Service Properties Trust, we see a company navigating a tricky landscape. Their strength lies in their real estate holdings. Hotels and travel centres can generate significant revenue, especially when travel is booming. However, they're also vulnerable to economic downturns and shifts in travel habits. One notable risk is their reliance on the travel industry. If people stop travelling, SVC's properties suffer. They also have to compete with other hotel chains and online travel platforms, which can put pressure on their pricing and occupancy rates. In conclusion, Service Properties Trust is a company with both potential and challenges. They own valuable assets, but they're also subject to the ups and downs of the travel market. How they manage their properties, adapt to changing consumer behaviour, and compete in a crowded industry will determine their long-term success. Alright, that's our breakdown of this filing and a broader look at Service Properties Trust. What's your take on SVC and its future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.